Hey, whatever you're asked to do, go do it, and it helps the team. And he's very consistent with that message. So, at the end of the day, I'd say he's done a great job of, balancing it all. And we're in a we're not in the best of situations, obviously, knowing where we are in the seeding, but the way that we've kind of tried to turn the season around and give ourselves something to play for has a lot to do with Steve.
Steph, once again, you guys are still right here. It doesn't matter, first seed, 11 seed, playing. After all the championships, is it different from year to year? You guys shot 64% from the 3 tonight. It just feels like the Warriors doing what the Warriors do. Is this when you just really lock in? Is it the same zone for you, or is it just kind of year to year the way you handle this part of the season?
It's year to year because you have to evolve with what challenges faces this particular team. We're not the team of old, but that's okay. Like, as long as you make the necessary adjustments, you have contributions from a lot of different guys that weren't a part of those championship teams, and they're coming to their own and becoming very reliable and consistent. Parts of what we do. Like I said, we had a up and down year. We've had a lot going on. A tragedy on our team. Like I said, all the mixing and matching of lineups and stuff. But we have a pulse, and that's all we need. No matter how next week plays out, it's tough to compare it to the years of past when we're getting. What do you call it? The little announcements. Oh, we've clinched the 10th spot in the play-in. Like, that's weird, but at least you have something to play for.
Steve was saying how in the past he's had to kind of hold his breath during the minutes that you're on the bench just to kind of see what happens. I'm curious what your mindset is. Maybe not as of recent because the bench has been playing so well, but in those moments as you're watching the second unit play when you're on the bench. What's going through your mind of, the work I'm going to have to do when I get back out there, and how comfortable is it now seeing Chris lead this second unit and what they've been able to do?
I talk to Chris all the time, in games, out of games, just about how he controls a lot of that momentum and those stretches where he's running the second unit. And I think between him, Clay, and Trace, they have a really good connection and chemistry of how they're trying to create shots. All the plus minus followers and all that, like, there's a lot that goes into it, but CP's usually on the better side of that. And as of late, especially, the second unit has really given us a lot of life and a lot of confidence that no matter if it's protecting a lead or getting us back into a game. It happened in Dallas. Our starting unit was trash, and they brought us back in tonight. They weren't as good in the first half, and in the third quarter, they pretty much sealed the game for us. So, like I said, every year is a little bit different, and this year that's been one of our strengths, and that's why it's a total team effort and why we're going to need to continue that if we're going to have a chance in any type of playoff situation.
And for the seeding, Draymond said the biggest difference he sees between the 8 and 9 seed is, he said, you get 2 bites of apple instead of 1. Clay said he looks at the Heat from last season, getting the 8 and then making it all the way to the finals as inspiration. What do you see the biggest difference of that 8 and 9 seed?
First off, is just having 2 cracks at it. Like, anything can happen in one game, good or bad. As an 8 seed, you do guarantee 1 home game if you, lose it in the first one. So I still don't know the math of how it all plays out, and don't really care really. It's just a matter for us just win these next 3 and see where we end up. But it's a big difference to have two cracks at it for sure. But we'll have confidence no matter where we're at.
Last one. Okay, go ahead. Hey, Steph, as the years go on, that